don't play tennis anymore. Like I just fell into this only Padel.
Is it as hard on your knees as tennis?
A little bit.
The lateral movement.
Well, yes, you have to put your weight a little bit down, especially when you have to hit from the wall. So that's the time. But it's really good for the leg. You know, like you can doing like this all the time.
Squats, it's like doing squats all the time.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's really, make you fit.
Sako, I want to thank you so much for taking the time this morning to come here.
It's my pleasure.
I know it is. No, I should say. No. You came in laughing from the very beginning.
I know.
Did you just get through? What's the name of the game? What is the
Padel?
Paddle.
P-A-D-E-L.
Did you just get to finish playing paddle?
Actually, yes, I played.
I know, because you came to the paddle
last
stuff.
night at the Chiba.
You didn't keep your clothes on from last night.
No. I just came back, this morning from Chiba. I stay at the hotel. I play until 11 p.m. and I just came this morning.
And your husband's name again is?
Adam.
Adam.
Yes.
So did Adam play too?
He played a little bit, but now no. He played. He doing the CrossFit.
Okay.
Yeah, but he enjoyed it.
Right. So, where were you born?
I was born in Tokyo.
Where in Tokyo?
Where?
Yeah, where? Where?
Higashiyamatoshi. Higashiyamato City. Higashiyamato.
Do you still have a place there?
Yes. My mother and my sister live there.
Live there. I don't know if you told me this when we had lunch the last time, because we just started talking. Because we had lunch. It wasn't lunch, it was breakfast, more like a
Yeah.
brunch.
Breakfast.
Yeah,
Yes, sort of. Yeah.
And I taught your two kids at one time. How old are your kids now? You have 36-year-old.
36 and she's 35, but will be 36 in September, and 34.
Right.
Yeah.
And we just found out that you and your husband got married 13 days before me and my wife got married.
Exactly. Unbelievable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
36 years ago.
Exactly. Unbelievable.
Goodness. Well, did you have a long engagement time?
Not really.
I didn't think so. You wouldn't stand for that. I don't think you would stand for that. You said, hey, look, either you're going to do this or not.
That's true. He proposed me like after 2 months.
Really?
Yeah, and we got married after 6 months. So, unbelievable.
But you wanted, where were you when you met him?
Where?
Yeah.
We met in Tokyo.
In Tokyo, so
Yeah.
he was over here doing what?
Yeah, he was a diplomat in Australian embassy. He
Is
was.
that right?
Yeah, it's the second day he came to Japan and we met. I was working in a Japanese school and I was a receptionist and he came as a student. Yes.
Japanese language student.
Yes.
Okay.
But he was studying Japanese and Chinese at the university, so he speak a little bit of Japanese, about the same level that time.
Okay.
But since he met me, like he speak, Japanese most of the time, so now he speak fluent and he can read Japanese as well. So.
What about Chinese? Does he do Chinese?
Chinese,
too?
I think he forgot a lot, but.
Is he still a diplomat?
He's not really doing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he seems so happy. When I saw him the other day.
He's very, very happy.
He has his own business or what?
He's working in a Victorian state government in Australia, here in Tokyo.
So he's not a diplomat anymore, but he's still working with the government.
Yes, that's right.
At the embassy?
No, in Hibiya, near.
Okay, Hibiya. Well, they have an office there that's
yes,
official.
Yes.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, but let's get to you again.
Yes.
So,
that's right. Talk about me.
Let's talk about you. I'm talking about him.
Exactly.
Adam's not even here.
Yeah.
But I wanted him to be here. So, Adam, I want you to come here the next time. After you see this, you've got to be on this podcast.
Yes.
Anyway,
Okay.
So growing up in Japan, what was it like? Did you stay here? How long did you stay here before you left?
I was 18.
So you stayed here the whole time?
Whole
till
time
18.
until 18. I
Had
didn't
you ever
speak any
traveled?
English.
You hadn't traveled anywhere?
Nothing. I was a high school student until
Okay.
18, and I left Japan after graduate high school. I went to America for 4 years by myself.
Now, when you were in elementary school, what kind of girl were you? Were you more academic or were you more sports?
Yeah. I like to study, but I really like to play sports as well.
Okay.
Like the dodgeball.
Yes.
Oh, do you know dodgeball?
I teach little boys. I showed you when I was showing you the laptop, the little boys and girls.
Oh.
That's one of the things I teach the boys to do.
Really?
Dodgeball.
Okay.
Because of all the skills, things you can learn from it.
Okay. I used to play dodgeball when I was like 6 years old until
That's what you
12,
said,
like
right.
6 years. And I've been playing like morning, lunch, and after the school, like every day.
Would it be mixed? Boys and girls?
boy and
Okay.
girls mix.
Right.
And I wanted to be an Olympic player for the dodgeball. That's what I was thinking.
But they didn't have that,
No,
did they?
no,
At
no,
that
they
time?
don't.
Do they have it now?
Still now, no.
They still don't have
No,
it.
very minor
They probably
sports.
will.
Maybe,
But
but
why did you like dodgeball so much?
because I just loved the game. I loved.
Were you good?
What do you think?
I think you sure you were. Because I said, no, Sako, we don't want her to play. No, yada. Really? So
Yeah, I'm the last one.
what were the rules?
Eh?
Are
What
your
was the
rules? See, because for my little boys, I make a rule: you can't hit in the face.
That's right. Yeah, only the face you cannot, but
Right.
any other place you
Anyways,
can hit. Yeah.
But I tell them, if you bend down and get hit in the face, yes, it counts.
Really?
Yes.
Are
Only
you-
if you're standing straight and someone hits you. Because
I
I want to
didn't
teach them.
know.
I want to. That's how I make the rules.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm the coach. I can make any rules I want.
Maybe you can.
So that's what you. So you have it. So
Yeah.
You just can't hit the face.
Yes, that's
You
right.
can do
So
everything.
that was the first sport I really love into. And then second one was a volleyball, but I want to be an attacker. You know, like a spike.
But your height.
Exactly.
That was the reason why you couldn't.
Yes, I quit.
Okay.
And then I play tennis, but I didn't really play seriously because in Japan you don't really, like a naishiki tennis,
Right.
hit this and this way.
Right.
And I
Backhand.
really hated this
You couldn't
way.
do backhand.
So I used this way as a
Right.
naishiki
Okay, right.
because I really hate this way.
Right.
But that's why I didn't really like it so much for that. So I didn't really play. So I started playing tennis when I was 36
Okay.
in Australia.
Okay.
And I did like 20 years after that.
Oh, what, did Adam play tennis all the time?
Yes, he does
Okay,
too.
okay.
Yes.
So he got you involved.
Yeah.
Had he played before you were playing?
I think he doesn't really play seriously, but yes, we play like just for fun.
Right. I'm just making sure it doesn't fall off.
Oh.
That's something like that.
Yes,
So
he
I'm
got
looking at that.
that
I'm looking at
too
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Make sure because it slides because that's
Okay. I should be careful.
Don't worry. No, don't worry.
Okay.
I'm just trying to be careful. All right. So anyway, you say it again. He doesn't really play anymore.
We play sometime, but not really. Like we used to, but not anymore.
Well, so in school you said you were very sports minded. You liked dodgeball and you liked other sports. What about academics? What subjects did you like?
I like literature.
What, Japanese literature? It didn't
Japanese
matter.
literature.
Really?
Yes, I wanted to be a poet or the novelist.
Okay. Do you have brothers and sisters?
Yes, I have one sister,
How many years difference?
2 years younger than me.
2 years younger. Are you guys very close?
Yes, very close.
So Nakayoshi.
Nakayoshi.
What about mother and father? How are they doing?
My father died.
Oh, sorry to hear
Yeah,
that.
about 15 years ago.
Okay.
Yes, and my mother is still alive. She's 87.
Okay. Oh, so she had you pretty young. Maybe she didn't. Or maybe she didn't.
Yeah, she had me when she was 25.
Okay. But that's not young for the U.S.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh.
Well, I mean, because people are having kids so early at the time. Well, but our age difference is probably a lot different. So
Sure.
during the time when I was growing up, that was old. To have kids. And in Japan, it was too actually, because if women got married after 25, they were
Yeah.
called Christmas trees.
Exactly, that's
Right?
it.
They had to
So,
get married before 25 and
Yeah.
have kids by that time.
yeah, our age was like that.
That's right.
Yes, that's true.
That's very, very true. All right, so you like literature, and what else?
What else?
As far as academics, were you into?
Mm,
Did you like science or did you like math? Or
not really.
not so much. Okay, those are what you like.
Yeah.
So then, what did you do when you left elementary school and you went to Koko and then Shogako? Then you went to Koko. Then what?
Then I went to America. I went to San Diego first to study English.
As soon as you graduated from
high school.
high school.
Yes. Yes.
What did your father have to say about that?
Well, they're against me. Like
I
the
think
parents
so.
didn't like me to go, but like my father was really pushing me into his way.
Which was what way?
Which is like we had a liquor store, and I didn't like to take in his business.
So he owned his own business.
Yes, and I didn't want to take his business, so I actually ran away from him.
He didn't know you left?
He knew, of course.
Oh, he knew you left.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
that's
yeah.
you mean run away is
Yeah,
you just
yeah, yeah.
didn't do it.
Yeah.
But he let you go. Did he give you money to go so that you
In
could
the
go?
end, yes, he said
Okay.
it's okay. Yeah, but only 2 years. We promised to come back to Japan, but I didn't. I just
How long did you stay? 4
4
years.
years.
So where in America did you go?
San Diego and New York and Hawaii.
What made you want to do this?
First, I studied San Diego State English, and then I moved to New York because I really wanted to live there. So I was in New York for 3 years, and I wanted to be a pilot that time. And I went to Hawaii and to get the private pilot license in Hawaii.
So you have it.
I had it, yes.
Or you let it expire?
It's expired, yeah.
Okay. Did
Yeah.
you really fly out quite a bit?
Yes, 100 hours.
100 hours.
Cessna.
Oh, Cessna
Yeah, yeah.
150 or what?
Not really sure what type of
Yeah,
Cessna,
probably
but
was a 150. Yeah.
oh, you know about the Cessna?
Yeah.
すごい!
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
anyway, I had a dream like flying in the air like a Superman when I was kid, many times.
Okay.
That's why maybe I have some kind of feeling that I want to be in a fly in the sky. And the first time I fly, it's really interesting feeling. Like I can do anything.
And that was when you took your flight from here to go to California.
No. I'm talking about in Hawaii when I get in the license.
Oh, that's the first time you fly. Oh, I thought you meant the first time you got in a plane.
No. When I actually
Flew.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. My sister.
But did you ever get to fly solo?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, you did. Oh, you get your license. You didn't have to. I'm sorry.
Yes,
but you could have a student license and only be able to fly. You could never fly passengers. Did you ever get?
I couldn't get the commercial
You
license.
never got the commercial license,
Yes.
so you only had.
Yeah, because even that time it cost you like 6 million yen.
I got you right.
Yeah,
that's
it's
right.
so expensive.
So it's just cost prohibitive.
And
yeah.
I didn't say anything to my parent that time.
They never knew that you had the
No.
license. So when you came back, did they ever get to go up with you? No, they couldn't.
No.
They couldn't.
I didn't tell.
Yeah.
So.
Does your mother know now?
Yeah.
Oh, now
they know now. They know now, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what was it like for you when you went to the States? Could you already speak some English?
Nothing.
You had to be able to speak something. You knew you were going to go.
Really
So
nothing.
you had to say, "I'm hungry. My name is."
Oh, well, my name is Sako. Yes.
You had to know a little bit
about that. But for the
Were you weren't listening to FEN a lot or anything like?
Not really. I wasn't really studying much
Okay.
English, but I didn't want to stay in Japan. Like I wanted to go overseas, and I want to be friend with everywhere in the world. That was my dream. Like since I was a kid, so I just wanted to see the world. So that's why I left. As soon as possible.
Right,
Yeah.
Right.
So.
Wow. And then so what was it like for you when you went to the States? Because you're all by yourself. You don't know anyone.
Well, I was in a dormitory, and there was a few Japanese people there too.
So they really took care of you.
Not really. I just stay in the dormitory and going to the school every day. That sort of thing. But it was so exciting.
Tell me how. What was exciting for you?
Like everything, like I was dream of, like in the movie was there. Okay. First time I was really excited to see the sprinkler in the yard.
Because you'll see it here, right?
Yeah, I never seen it in Japan. That time. That was like 1978.
Yeah, when Japan just saw them, everybody was traveling everywhere.
Exactly. Yeah. So I was those small things that just excited me, and then everybody speak English, of course.
Right.
And everything like in the city is different from what I see in Japan. So it was really everything excited me, and 4 years was like really fast.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think it was good for you at that time too. I'm just thinking about it because that was like in the 70s, late 70s, right? Mid or late 70s.
Yeah.
Because America wasn't used to Japanese yet. So you were a
true.
novelty. So you're a novelty. They didn't think of you being one way or the other.
Yeah, exactly.
That
That's
was
true.
interesting. So every place you went, they went. And it was good for you. So
yeah.
how did you start to? Oh, you took English lessons in San Diego.
San Diego State. I learning English.
Right. So when did you feel like, okay, now I got it?
Well, I started to do the traveling by myself when I have a time, and I really learned from the traveling because I love to meet the people. I just like to see and many places and to meeting people. So I didn't really speak much at the beginning, but I think I learned from the like a 3-year-old boy who is like say you are stupid, because I couldn't speak any English.
Right.
But those small steps, it's reached me who I am now, I think.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah. You have to learn from the beginning.
Did you ever start reading it?
What do you mean?
Reading English.
Yeah.
Right.
I do.
So now, when did you have your first dreams in English?
Actually, like 1 month after I arrived.
Oh, did you?
Oh, I
then
did.
You probably felt like, whoa, that made you feel so good. Your first dream in English.
When I came back from America for 4 years after, I didn't know I was speaking English or Japanese when I came back to the house. Like I was talking with my family, I would start to say in English, without knowing. It really.
That's right, because you're still,
Yeah.
you're still translating back and forth.
Yeah, that's it.
That's interesting.
Interesting.
So then, when you came back, what did you do?
What did I do after? I ran away to the American guy.
So your father was expecting you to be back in 2 years,
Yeah.
but you took 4.
Exactly, yes.
Then you get back after 4 years.
Yes.
And he had you in the liquor store for a while.
Not really. Not really. I didn't like a business.
All right.
So
what you found a gaijin boyfriend?
not fine. Like my friend introduced me. I was really looking for the boyfriend or anything.
Okay.
But my best friend from the high school, she actually met the American guy, and she introduced me his roommate. So that became my husband, the first husband.
How many times have you been married?
That time only 1 year. I was only 23 when I got married.
Oh, you've been married twice.
Yes.
Okay.
You didn't know.
No, I didn't. How would I know? But that's why I asked you at the beginning.
Exactly.
So you were married.
Yes.
So you had it annulled. The annulled means like it didn't last. It was only a year.
Yeah.
So then usually just say, okay, bye. You go your way. You come my way.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. We are so young. He was only 22. I was only 23.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Was he in the military?
Yes, he was working in Air Force in
Yokota.
Yes.
That's where I was stationed.
Oh, really?
What year are you talking about?
What year?
Yes.
I was 83.
I was already out.
Okay.
So I stayed there for 2 years, got out in 76.
I see.
And they discharged me in the States, and I came right back.
I see. Tachikawa place is the place that I was born, and then the military was my grandma's house, very, very close.
You were
just
born
in front of it. Yeah.
You were born in the hospital at the military base?
No.
Oh, but at Tachikawa.
Tachikawa Hospital.
Okay. Hospital.
Yes. Hospital in
But
Tachikawa.
you didn't live. You lived close. Is that where you were? That's where you were born.
I was born, but after that I moved to my father's house.
Your father's house.
Where is in Higashiyama.
Okay, that's really Tokyo. Yeah.
It's interesting,
Right
isn't it?
in there. Isn't that something? So
Yeah.
many parallels are there.
Yeah, isn't it?
So you met him in 80.
I met him 83. 83 and married 83.
Because I had stopped teaching at the American school because I taught there from 77 to 80. And then I was working at Sacred Heart. All right, so you married him for a year. It didn't work out. Then what did you do?
After I started got divorced, I started working in a Japanese school. That's where I meet Adam.
Okay. So it was real soon.
Yeah, so 1 year after we got divorced.
It had to be because you got married in 86, so you got divorced in 84.
Yes, and we meet 85 and we got married 86.
Right.
Yeah, but I separate in the 1 year 3 times separation. So we are not really living together.
Oh, you never really lived together ever?
Yeah, like maybe 6 months.
That's interesting.
ね、本当に。
面白い. You still in contact with him?
No.
Good, that's smart.
After
it's finished.
Oh, yeah. I don't even remember him.
That's good.
Now.
If you saw him, you wouldn't know him. He probably wouldn't know you either.
Yeah, maybe not.
He might know you, but you probably won't know him. So you went back. So you and Adam got married. You had your first child within a year after your marriage.
Yes, it's the same year.
Just
86.
like us. So did I.
Yeah, exactly.
What month?
September. Girl and boy.
They're twins?
No. Girl 86, born in 86, and then
She's
boy
oldest.
88.
In 88, okay. So 2 years apart.
Yes, or
Right.
1.5.
1.5, okay. So
Yeah.
what are your kids doing now?
Kids doing very well.
Are they here in Japan?
Yes, both live in Tokyo.
Do they live with you?
No.
Okay,
No.
okay.
Momo is living by herself now, and then Sean have 2 children. So
Did Momo get married?
once, yes, no kids.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So she's on her own now.
Yes, but she is happy.
Okay.
Yeah, she's very, very strong, and she's doing okay. I have no any worry about her.
That's beautiful.
She's much more mature than me.
But she has more information available to her now than you did.
Maybe.
No, our era we didn't have that much information. We had to have encyclopedias.
Oh.
Didn't we?
Maybe.
But they can get on their phone and find out anything they want to find out.
It's true.
And they can see anything they want to see.
That's true. But in life, like how she think is so mature. Like she was mature since she's 12 or something.
Yeah.
I learned from her,
Right.
So I really respect her,
Is that right?
the
Okay.
way she think.
What about your son?
He's too.
He is too?
He's unbelievable good father and a good husband. So I'm so proud of him too.
Is his wife Japanese?
Yes.
Okay.
And actually the same name as me, which is unbelievable. My name is
Sarako?
Sakurako.
Sakurako.
Oh, Sakurako.
That is misunderstood. How could...
Yeah,
no
it's
way.
so unusual.
That's her name?
It's Sakurako. It's the same. Unbelievable.
You
right?
never met another one, have you?
No, first time.
Where's she born? Where's she from?
She actually from Osaka, maybe.
Osaka? That matches. That matches your type.
Maybe.
Your type.
Sorry.
You can be Osaka girl easy.
Maybe.
Yeah, so direct. You know, they're a little bit different.
Yeah.
You wouldn't say nasubi. You'd say nasubi instead of nasu.
何それ?
All right. So anyway, so your kids are doing really well, and you have 2 grandchildren. So you're grandma.
Yeah, I'm grandma. I got 4 years old boy and 2 years old girl.
Really, what are their names?
Jun and Kokoha.
Are they over all the time? They come over a lot.
Yeah, I meet them when
You had a boy and a girl.
Boy and girl. Perfect.
Your family's just constantly.
The
my
show is
goodness.
perfect, right? Yeah, very.
That's so nice. It's so nice. And you got a girl and then a boy too in your life. Let me. Does Adam come from a big family?
He not really. He has only one younger sister. That's it. That's it.
And she's married and has kids. How many kids?
1.
Okay.
I know.
Close.
It's small family.
That's interesting. That's interesting. Okay. Well, okay. So your kids are doing well. You've come here. What did you do after you got married? Did you ever take on any job or anything, or was your job taking care of the kids?
Yeah.
Which is a big job.
Yes. But I work in a embassy, Australian embassy, a little bit as a receptionist for a few years.
Okay.
But after that, not really. I just having a great life.
But you say that, but you still had to help be with your kids all the time.
Oh yeah. Of course, I raised the kids.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying.
Yes. The both kids was born in Australia, both of them.
Okay.
And I just raised my husband. Adam is helping me a lot, so which was really good.
Well, did you ever live in Australia?
Yes, Australia, more than 10 years.
So how far after you got married did you move to Australia?
We moved actually. When we got married, and we started to live in Canberra, a few years. Then after 6 months, then we moved to Sydney for 3 years. That's where my son was born.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your daughter?
My daughter was born in Canberra.
In Canberra. Okay. Wow.
So.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, how did you feel about Australia? Because that was never your dream.
I love Australia.
Yeah, but that was not your dream. When you were young, you didn't think about Australia, did you?
Not really, but actually, before I meet Adam, I was thinking to go to Australia. After I got divorced.
After America.
After America.
Okay.
I don't know, somehow I wanted to go to Australia. So I went to the embassy and tried to get the working holiday visa, but reception woman rejected me for 3 times in some reason.
Was she Japanese?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And I don't know why, but at the third time, I said, I give up, and I didn't go. And that's why I could meet Adam.
Because if you'd gone, you would
Yes, it were So that's the fate.
Maybe isn't that interesting?
Yeah, very, very interesting. So I really thank her.
Okay. But while you were raising the kids and stuff, did you do sports and stuff while you were raising the kids?
Yes.
What?
They love sports.
No, I mean, did you do sports? I said.
Yeah.
What?
Tennis.
Dodgeball?
No, tennis. I play tennis. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, most of the time I play tennis in Australia. That's how I started, a games sort of stuff.
Right. And now, so then your kids get older, they graduate. Where'd they go to school? Where'd you have your kids going to school?
In the Nishimachi at the beginning. They came back when the time they were small, and then they started Nishimachi, Nishimachi International School.
Yes.
Then after they went to ASIJ, American school.
And they graduated from ASIJ.
Yeah. Then they went to Australia for the.
So they did all.
University.
Wait. How many years did they do at Nishimachi? What age were they?
6 years.
So they came.
Not really 6 years, but Momo came back. I think when she was 3rd grade.
Okay.
And then Sean was 1st grade or something.
Right.
But we are like a back and forth, so a little bit confused me.
I hear.
But anyway, so they didn't really learn Japanese, so it was difficult for them to just catch up for the Japanese thing.
Right.
But somehow, they could just join in.
And Nishimachi is probably one of the best schools for doing that.
Yes, very, very good school.
Because you were there when the founder was still there, Mrs. Matsukara.
Yes.
Yeah, I knew her very well.
But anyway, I really thought that Nishimachi is one of the best schools for the kids to learn. And
was Adam still with the embassy then?
Yeah, he was working in the
so
embassy
you could
that time.
Walk real close.
Yes, we walk from the embassy to the Nishimachi. Was so lucky to be there. Yeah. Then after, they came back from the university. They decided to live in Tokyo. So after they graduate, they start to live in Tokyo.
Okay.
Yeah, they like to. I mean, Japan better than Australia.
Is that right?
Both of the kids, yes.
Yeah. What about you?
I like both. Like
The same?
about the same, but now a little bit maybe Japan. It's more because it's more nice restaurant. I love Padel.
Wait, excuse me. Sako, paddle, what's paddle?
Padel?
I've never heard of paddle. Well, you mean paddle tennis.
Well, yes, it's tennis, but
it paddle
it's called
tennis?
Padel.
Yeah, what's it look like? What's the paddle look like?
What?
Yeah, show me.
Yes,
Show me, yeah.
This is a racket. This is a racket.
What? Oh, it's light.
Yeah.
It looks like it's going to be heavy.
No.
What's it made out of? Carbon fiber?
Yes, something like that. But it's so easy to control, and it's
Wow.
so short, so it's much easier to start with more than the tennis.
So how big are the balls?
Okay, the ball is this one. Yeah.
What's the look like?
Okay, this. Can you open it, please?
Oh, yeah. You want me to really open it?
Yes, please.
Oh, wow.
This really looks like a tennis ball.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
It is. This is. It's harder. Is it? No, it's about the same, isn't it?
It's about the same.
Yeah.
Yes.
World Paddle Tour.
Yeah, there is a professional paddle tour in
Pro-head.
Spain. It came from Spain.
Okay.
About 1974 they started. So it's been like nearly 50 years. Started
1974, but no one knew about it,
no one knew about it.
and it didn't grow.
It didn't grow.
Okay, it didn't grow. Now you've been involved with it since it's come to Japan.
Yes.
When did it come here?
2013.
2013.
Yes.
And how did you find out about it?
Actually, I find the paddle when I was in Spain, in Barcelona. I was walking in the street in a beach side,
Right.
and I saw this paddle court, which was what? I never really seen this court before.
So it's actually enclosed,
Yes.
kind of,
Yes.
because you can go. The thing that I thought was so interesting about it, you can get close to the net and run out of the court.
Yeah, you can do that. Yes, but only very, very like special people can do it.
They have to be fast. They
Yeah,
have to
very, very
have timing
fast.
to know.
Yes, but it's a 10 meter and 20 meters square.
Square with
and then
sides.
with the side with the glass wall,
Right.
like a 10-meter glass wall, and about 2 meters glass, and then there was like a fence in between, and there is a net, and there's about 1 meter on each side, like you can in and out.
Opening.
Opening,
Right.
yes.
Right. Of the glass.
Yes.
How high does the glass go?
Glass is 3 meters.
3 meters.
Yes.
But you can hit the ball over the glass.
Yes, you can do that. So you actually can hit the ball like a tennis. It's the same. You can just hit it and hit it back. But once it one bounce and it hit the wall, you have to hit it back in no bounce.
Before it hits the ground.
Yes,
Before
that's
it
it.
hits the ground, right.
But sometimes like a side wall, you have to hit one bounce and side wall, like a two wall. Side wall and back wall, right?
Right.
So that is very, very difficult.
I mean, it's hard to pick it up after that. So
Yeah.
you got to hit it before it hits the ground.
yeah, so you actually can going around.
Right. It's almost like, because that's like racquetball. Not squash, because racquetball, you play all the walls. But we can
Yeah.
play the ceiling. You don't have a ceiling.
No ceiling. No
So
ceiling.
it goes out. But if is there any, if you can get to it, as long as you can get to the ball, you have a chance to put it back in.
Oh,
Am
Yes.
I right?
yes,
But you have to be really good and be able to time that and know.
yes.
And then you hit it over to get it in. Or if you're really good to hit it through this area, can you hit it between that
Oh, yes.
2 meters space they have there?
Yes, you can hit anywhere. Anywhere. You can
Yeah.
even hit to the fence.
Right.
Like a one bounce and fence, it's okay, but sometimes in the fence, it's difficult to hit
hit
it back
right,
because
'cause
it's
the
like
fence is right
irregular.
shape,
yeah,
irregular,
Yeah,
right.
yeah. But there's many.
What is a fence? Those are fences around the side.
Yes.
I thought it was
No,
smooth.
glass wall 10
Glass wall,
meters,
right.
and then 2 meter glass wall, and then fence, and then space, and then net.
So good players know how to play the fence.
Yeah.
To make the ball
yeah,
die
the
on
professional
you.
can get it.
They
Most
make
of,
sure they want to
yeah,
hit it on the,
everything
they want to hit it on the fence to make it die.
Yes, that's
yeah.
the one of the tactic they do. Yes. But it's so excited. Like since I started play this, I don't play tennis anymore. Like I just fell into this only paddle.
Is it as hard on your knees as tennis?
A
'Cause,
little bit.
the lateral movement.
Well, yes, you have to put your weight a little bit down especially when you have to hit from the wall. So that's the time. But it's really good for the leg. Like you can doing like this all the time.
Squats. It's like doing
Like
squats all the time.
yeah.
Right.
So it's really, really, make you fit. Which
And
is,
it's just good for you to be fit, period, if you're going to play this, right?
yeah, and it's fun. That's the most important part, because I hate going to the gym. I have to, but I don't like to do that. Just a thing.
Just for just for doing that.
Yeah,
Sake of doing
but
that.
play paddle, I just forget the time. You can just continuously 4 hours, no problem.
Do you play? Do you play single or double?
Doubles all the time.
It's always you can't play single.
No single tournament in the official one.
Official.
Only there is a court in Spain, like a single court, but it's not the official tournament.
Okay.
Only the doubles.
So you have to. So it's always going to be 4 people.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And it's the same as tennis. How to count? Yeah,
Right.
exactly the
Oh,
same
really?
as tennis. Yeah.
Oh, love.
Yes,
7,
first,
it says
yeah.
7, okay.
15 love, sort of
15
thing. Yeah,
that's
same.
nice.
Yeah. And it's the same as the tennis. Like you go into the three set match, and then you over like a 2 love or the
If you
Love,
then
it's
you
the
keep
same.
on going till
Yeah,
the end.
so
Yeah.
it's really easy, but like a wall I'm talking about, it's really difficult to be able to do that. That's why it's so exciting, because it's so deep. Like how much more you do, like you get excited more, because you're gonna learn more things that you can learn. That's why I really love this.
So, now I know when you first, since you've been involved since 2013, since they've been here, you've been volunteering your time up until then.
Yes.
Now recently, now you're finally going to be paid to do it.
Yes, I started.
Finally.
I started to work.
So now you get paid. What are you going to be doing? What's your?
I think I can be a little bit coach, and then doing the stuff, doing the many other things too. And then it will open in the end of July this year in Chofu.
A new place.
New place.
Where's the place now?
I go several places. I go in Tokorozawa, where is the first Padel club was built in Japan, 2013. And I go to Chiba, that I was there last night. And then Hamano is a station. It's just in front of the station, so that's really
Easy,
it's
convenient,
good.
right.
And also I go to the Padel Tokyo, which is in Kamishakuji.
Okay.
Yeah. So I go there too. So I'm going like 4 times a week now.
Are there only 4 places in Japan?
About that.
Okay.
No. In Tokyo area.
Right, but
Chiba,
outside of that, there's more?
About 18 Padel club in the whole Japan. 18.
So how do they have anything in Hokkaido? I mean, Hokkaido?
Hokkaido no, but Okinawa yes.
Okay, Okinawa you have it.
Yes.
What about Shikoku?
Shikoku wa, in Osaka area, the Kansai area is more like a popular than compared to Japan. I mean, Tokyo.
Right.
Yeah, but it's started to few Padel club in this year, so you'll be like nearly 20.
Now, is it outdoor all the time?
Outdoor and indoor.
And indoor?
But it's only indoor, couple indoor, not really popular in Japan, because you need a really
I was
high
going to say
ceiling.
ceiling. You need a high ceiling, and also
Yeah.
the space outside if it goes over the ceiling.
Yeah, that's right. Only like a 20 court 20 Padel club in Japan at this
Total,
moment.
okay.
But I'm really worried that in a whole world, it's really popular. It's getting so popular. Can you believe it's a 90 country and 18 million people is playing in the world now? Padel.
Okay, so you have that graph.
Yes.
What's the graph say? The graph is what?
That's only Sweden one. That I
Sweden.
was
So how did that look? So from the time it started,
2014,
Right.
for these 8 years, it's
Right.
become 0 to 500,000 in these 8 years.
in 8 years.
Yes,
See what they-
which is unbelievable, because it's only 10 million people live in Sweden,
right.
and it's
And everybody's playing. It's
like a 1 in 20 playing. Unbelievable, right?
That's right.
Yeah, and it's tactics. In Japan now,
Right.
it's only 15,000 people.
So
Which
you know it's
is
going to blow up. Yes.
1 in 8,000.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Right.
So it's unbelievable. And then in Spain now, it's really getting popular in these 15 years. Like it was really slow, for
They
that.
pick up to catch up.
Yeah, but now it's like a soccer, padel, and tennis in
Whoa.
Spain. And 1 in 8 people play
That's
padel
interesting.
in Spain.
Yeah.
I really hope that people will know this, because it will be the 2026 Asian game will be the official sports in Nagoya.
Really?
Yeah, it's decided. So the China is already made loads of padel club, and then like a Korea, other Asian country. But in Japan, it's so slow.
So you're thinking about what? Do you want to get involved in the making of the clubs and stuff? Are you invested in this
I'm not really invested.
It's like a religion for you.
That's right. It's my
You
life.
so happy.
My life. I just love to play
That's
this.
beautiful. I hear
Yes,
you.
yes.
I hear you.
When I was walking in the Barcelona beach, okay, I saw the Padel court and I meet the coach who was teaching, that lesson. And I told him that I come back next year. Yes. And I went back next year, 2014, for 3 months just to play Padel in Barcelona.
Really?
Yeah, and I went to Hawaii for 3 months doing the boot camp to make up my body to put up with that thing.
And Adam
actually suggests me to go to the boot camp.
I hear you.
Yeah, because
to make sure, because you get a lot of injuries otherwise.
But anyway, it was good that I went for 3 months and it was really, really enjoyable. And then Spanish people was very friendly and I just play every day.
You speak Spanish?
Un poco.
Poco.
Un poco.
Un poco.
Pero me gusta hablar español.
Habla español.
Sí, me gusta. And I am learning Spanish now because I want to go back in the future after the corona finish,
That's gonna be so
to
beautiful.
play Padel again.
Oh, that's gonna be so nice.
And you'd be surprised, in the South America is most of the country play. And I was about to say 90 country now is playing, like 18 million people. Maybe you didn't listen when I said it. 18 million people
are playing now.
Playing now.
But mostly in South America.
South America and most of the place in Europe. It's
Germany,
France,
England?
and England.
Okay.
Italy.
All Europe, okay.
Even in a small a village in France, there is a Padel club.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Is it? I like to talk about the business part, but we won't. Because I'm going to say, is it really expensive to build a court?
In Japan, it's like $60,000, something like that. $70,000. But you need to making a base.
I was going to say, you need the land first.
Yeah.
And then you have to have.
But I really want the government to think about this. This sport is has a big future.
For peace, particularly for people that are aging.
Yes, but I'm talking about the Olympics. To start to developing more juniors to.
Oh, I see. So they can be.
Yes. If they are serious about to winning the Olympic, if they really wanted to do this as a sport, because now at the time you really have to do it.
That's right.
But it seems like they don't know. But
they don't know about it.
No. I know. But I talked to the Chodaku people. I talk, but it didn't really start anything since last November. It's so slow. So
you need to talk about the business part. That's why they didn't talk. What do you consider a good life in Japan today?
Okay. For me, first, my life is like a Padel now. I really, really get into it, and I wanted to play tournament as well. And for this age, it's so difficult because I have to against teenagers or 20s, 30, and how the over 50, how the body will change, and it's difficult to moving around. But I still wanted to play the tournament, and I wanted to make a better player and a stronger player. So I really get into that practice and the sort of thing. So that's first is the Padel. And then second is the food. I love to go into the restaurant and then exploring the many different types of restaurants in Tokyo. So every day I have a 700 restaurant list I wanted to go to.
How many have you been to of the 700?
Well, I've been doing the Insta for 200 something now.
Okay.
So
you only have about 500 or 400 something to do.
Yeah. But anyway, that's really make me happy to eat the good food, because what you eat is what you make yourself, right? And I don't really mind how much I pay, because that's you are putting the money for your health, right? So that's very, very important for me. So, and maybe third is traveling. I started traveling in Japan because I noticed that I haven't really been to the many places in Japan yet. So I'm going to Osaka and Kyoto and Kyushu, the area that Yufui, Yufui?
Yufui.
I never been to, but I really wanted to go. So I go a 3-week trip in the end of June, that type of thing. So I wanted to do that, going many places I wanted to go in Japan and to know what the really Japan look like, and to communicate with the people who live there and eat the good food there, that type of thing. So that's very, very, very happy thing for me to do in Japan.
So good. Sako, I want to thank you so much for
being here. You are welcome.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I want to thank all of you for watching this podcast. Remember, it's all unknown, So continue to reach for the stars because you're too blessed to be stressed.